injure you, but they can manipulate weaker-minded people.
Maximus.
Or just drive you crazy. To the point of suicide or homicide.
He's 5 months old, right?
It was almost midnight as it was, so it made it much more disturbing.
What month is he born in?
Tom ended up winning the ping pong tournament, and we were just
October,
checking out
November,
Greg's
December,
basement
January, February, March. He's
Tom
6
and I
months
peered
almost.
inside. Nothing
Damn,
was
he's
in
a
there,
big
but
dog.
it was still kind of creepy. Greg then pulled me back and mentioned that he was going to shove Tom in there to freak him out.
Say hi,
For me to
Max.
hold the door shut after.
September 14th.
I thought it would be funny as well, with what had happened
Max.
earlier. We'd just leave him in there for a second or two.
Max.
So we enacted our quick plan.
Say hi,
Tom
Max.
shutting the door.
Look how
He
big this
pounded and
fucker
said,
is.
"Open up, you
His
idiots."
paw is as big as my face.
We waited until he stopped pounding to let go of the door. He didn't come
Max.
out. We said,
Max.
"Tom, it's open."
Look at this fucker's big.
No
ass.
response.
He's gonna hit you.
Then I tried the door, and it was locked. Then shot a look at Greg, who said it locks from the inside, so Tom must have done it.
Don't bite
He said,
me, you bastard.
"All right, stay in there, loser."
Maximus.
We sat down and began watching TV for about half an hour.
Maximus. Come here, Max.
Greg then got up to go to the
Get up,
restroom,
Max. Come on.
and Tom was still in the wine
Get
shop.
up, Max.
But I really thought
You gotta
nothing
pull
of it.
on him a little bit before he gets up.
Sometimes Tom does stupid
He's
stuff
lazy.
like this for fun. He goes all out for the ultimate prank.
Oh, Maximus.
Greg then returned and said, "Hey, what's up?"
My Maxi pad.
I was on the floor and said,
It's Maximus, not
"Watching
Maxi
TV."
Pad.
He then said,
Maxi pad.
"Not
You're
you."
so furry. I can use your
And I
fur.
turned to see Tom at the end of the
Oh,
couch
you're such a
staring blankly
lion.
at the
Get
TV.
Zach of the Newfie.
It was frightening.
Run.
I hadn't heard him
Okay,
come out,
just walk.
and he hadn't said anything.
You can just walk
He
away
didn't
from this.
respond to Greg either. Greg said he
the
was going
attack of the
upstairs to
Newfie,
get something
help!
to drink, and I said I'd come with, as I was kind of hungry. We got upstairs, and he grabbed a can of pop, and I started to cook some ramen noodles.
Don't give me mine again. Why are you
Greg
biting
went
me?
down the hall to his parents' room,
Why are you biting
came
me?
back and said they're still gone.
Why are you biting me?
On the digital clock on the
Did you just pull my
stovetop, it
hand
read
towards you so you can bite me?
12:49.
Maximus.
We sat up there while the noodles cooked, and then went back downstairs.
What are you doing,
The TV was off,
Max.
and the
I
lights
can't
were
believe
on.
he's taller than Riley already.
Tom was now sitting in the middle of the couch, and as I went around towards the front, he still had the same blank stare.
Look at that doggy on the camera.
Greg sat next to me.
What that doggy
is it,
doing there,
Max?
Max? See?
And
What is
offered
it,
him a
Max?
Mountain Dew.
What is it?
Tom didn't move to take it. He hadn't moved at all that
What
we'd
is it,
seen.
Max?
Tom then slowly turned his head towards Greg, who
He's
said,
such a lazy dog.
"Fine, I'll
Max.
drink it," and popped the top of the can.
Maximus.
Suddenly, Tom jumped up, knocking the can to the floor, and began choking Greg. I thought Tom was being his normal dumb self and trying to be funny, but I could see Greg's eyes start to get bloodshot
attack of the
and
Newfie.
realized he was really being choked. I jumped to my feet and tried to pull him off. There was no use though. I was far stronger than
He's
both of them,
lazy as fuck.
and I found that weird.
them coming.
I then pushed Tom to the side, but he barely flinched. So I wrapped my arm around Tom and began choking him. Finally, he releases Greg and threw me off.
It's a lion.
Greg ran down the hall and into one of the playrooms of his sibling. I was right behind him, and walking behind us at a normal pace was Tom, still expressionless. We shut the door and sat behind it. This door had no locks, so the kids couldn't lock themselves in accidentally. Greg was coughing pretty hard and cursing out Tom. I then looked at him and said that whatever was controlling Tom wasn't Tom. Then the doorknob began to twist, and I grabbed it as strong as I could, but it still twisted in my hands. Greg had got up and was looking around the room for something to use as a weapon, but there were just toys. I forced my body against the door, and with all my might tried to keep it shut, but it slowly pushed open. It was pushed all the way open, and then I was behind it. I could see Greg had a jump rope in his hand, as his only defense. Tom began walking towards it, and just as he passed the door, I tackled him, hitting him as hard as I could. Greg seized the moment and jumped on him as well. Greg tied his hands up with the jump rope as I
Oh,
struggled
man.
to keep him pinned.
You guys
Then
just